So Barack Obama made his big speech on Monday about Islamic terrorism, right? Am I correct?
Sure.
Okay. So the radicals, the ISIS. First of all, it's funny to me that the right wing is always pissed off that Barack Obama isn't doing enough to fight Islamic terrorism, except he's doing exactly the same things that they would be doing.
It's not even that he's doing the same things that they would be doing. He's doing exactly what they were doing.
He's doing exactly what they were doing. He's bombing the shit out of them.
Almost all the same programs, both militarily and in intelligence, that the Bush administration established have continued unabated through...
They're bombing so much that they're running out of bombs. That's what I read that today, that the Air Force says they're running out of bombs.
No more bombs?
They've been dropping a lot of bombs.
That's a lot of bombs.
And since we have no money, we're just going to have to end the bombing.
I guess we'll just end the bomb.
Yeah.
Who's going to pay for this? How are you going to pay for it?
Yeah.
Take it out of the education money.
So here's the part of the speech that the right wing's really freaking out the most about that Barack Obama said.
As it is the responsibility of Muslims around the world.
Hang on.
Just as it is the responsibility of Muslims around the world to root out misguided ideas that lead to radicalization, it is the responsibility of all Americans, of every faith, to reject discrimination. It is our responsibility to reject religious tests on who we admit into this country. It's our responsibility to reject proposals that Muslim Americans should somehow be treated differently.
So that drove them nuts. That drove them nuts. That, hey, there's no discrimination. In fact, Marco, because they're saying, what's he doing defending Muslims? That's what they looked at that as. Why are you defending Muslims? We're supposed to hate them. So Marco Rubio went on TV right after that speech. In fact, he said this.
The cynicism tonight to spend a significant amount of time talking about discrimination against Muslims. Where is there widespread evidence that we have a problem in America with discrimination against Muslims?
Where is the evidence that there is widespread discrimination against Muslims? I don't know. Where would that be?
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what the hell is going on. We have no choice. We have no choice.
Man, where'd you find that clip? I mean, you must have gone deep.
Had to really dig to find a room full of people cheering at Islamophobia and being delivered by the leading GOP candidate to run the free world. Who, I wonder, what was that, Marco?
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what the hell is going on.
So I like that he says that we have to just stop all the Muslims from coming in until we can figure out. But I saw someone tweet today, nobody ever says that about guns. Nobody ever says, hey, you know what? We don't know what we're doing with the guns, so let's just stop all the sales of guns for a while. Right. Until we can figure this out. Nobody ever says that. Let's want a little bit more. But what about? So is that really evidence of Islamophobia?
Right. Yeah.
Is that really? I don't know.
Just one example, Jimmy.
Let's say, do you want to go after? Let's say the terrorists. Do you want to go after the terrorists, or you want to go after their families?
You have to wipe out their homes where they came from. You have to absolutely wipe them out. It's the only way you're going to stop terrorism.
Are you in favor of bombing terrorist homes? Absolutely.
Okay. I don't know. So what they're saying is you're going to kill. So what Donald Trump is saying and what his supporters are repeating is that we should kill their families. If there's a terrorist, kill their husband, kill their kids, kill their mother, kill their father, kill their uncles, kill their cousins. You know who does stuff like that? Terrorists. That's who does stuff like that. Terrorists do shit like that. Even the mafia doesn't fuck with your family. Am I right about that?
You're right. That was actually one of the rules of the Italian mafia is that you don't do that.
You don't fuck with people's families.
Exactly.
Right. Because
the Russian mafia, they'll do it, and that's why everybody's scared the fuck of the Russian mafia, because they'll kill the guy standing next to you just to show you that they're going to kill you next.
This is the business that we've chosen.
Yeah.
Yes. So now.
But your point is well taken that Donald Trump wants to run the country more violently than the Italian La Cosa Nostra.
Yes.
So does this mean that Eric Erickson doesn't eat Muslim food on 9/11?
No hummus on that day.
I bet no hummus on 9/11 for Eric Erickson.
It's pronounced Hamas.
Oh, yeah. Hummus.
It's pronounced Hamas.
And wait a minute, is Trump saying Muslim on purpose? Right? Like,
you know, can I just play this again?
If you look, he can't look up from his notes. I don't see how what he's about to say requires him reading it off of a paper.
Right. Well, he's trying to be.
It was written. That
was a statement he released that he wanted to get it right. So let's listen to it one more time.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what the hell is going on.
So Donald Trump is an actual fascist, but people are scared of Bernie Sanders because he wants to give them health care.
Oh, that's true.
Yes, that's right. Donald Trump says that is the truth. Oh, that guy wants to give us health care. What is he, a communist? So I think we are now to the point where it is reckless and irresponsible not to compare Donald Trump to Hitler. Am I right about this? I mean, maybe it's a little irresponsible or dishonest to compare Donald Trump to Hitler without pointing how they differ. For instance, Hitler had a mustache.
Hitler had better hair.
Yes, and better hair.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So now it's funny to watch the Republican Party try to distance themselves from Donald Trump, right? Now they're all acting like Donald Trump, it's like a dog who took a shit in the corner of the kitchen and now he's like trying not to own it. You know, no, that's yours. That's yours. This is what this is. And we're all here's Paul Ryan.
I do not comment on what's going on in the presidential election. I will take an exception today. This is not conservatism. What was proposed yesterday is not what this party stands for, and more importantly, it's not what this country stands for.
Yeah, agreed. What the country stands for is not what the Republican Party stands for.
It's not what the party stands for. Just a very substantial percentage of the party stands for it. But we don't say it out loud. Like, we don't stand for saying it out loud. We stand for subtly hinting at it.
Yes. And Donald Trump is the unfiltered expression of the Republican id. And he's also their super ego at the same time. So here we go.
Love that.
Not only are there many Muslims serving in our armed forces, dying for this country, there are Muslims serving right here in the House, working every day to uphold and to defend the Constitution. Some of our best and biggest allies in this struggle and fight against radical Islamic terror
are radical Islamists.
Are Muslims, the vast, 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 vast majority of whom are peaceful, who believe in pluralism, freedom, democracy, individual rights. I told our members this morning to always strive to live up to our highest ideals.
Yes, they're always striving to live up to our highest ideals of being assholes to our fellow Americans.
To uphold those principles in the Constitution on which we swear every 2 years that we will defend.
You know, except the ones about equal protection, voters' rights, regulating militias, shit like that. Except those rights. So it's funny to watch Donald. So what Paul Ryan is saying is that the Republican Party would be great if it weren't for all those Republicans. Because I don't know if you know, the guy who espouses all this stuff is going to win your party's nomination because all those Republicans love this shit. Love it. Very brave of Paul Ryan in that statement. He didn't name any names. I don't know if you noticed that. He did not name a name. He didn't say Donald Trump. He just said this is not who we are. So that's Paul Ryan profiling courage. It's so funny to watch them. It's so funny to watch them try to distance themselves from Donald Trump now. Sorry, this is the monster you made. Now you have to live with it. This is and by the way, the beard. What's with the beard? Is that so we get distracted from your?
That's his winter beard.
Is that his winter beard?
Yeah.
Is that so we don't see your Eddie Munster V in the top? Is that what that is? So we get distracted?
I don't know. I think he just needs more flags behind him.